There we go. It's recording, and it should be recording all of the video and everything. So
is there video
I
on?
hope this works. It's the Magic Jam chat. If you just put it like beforehand. Yeah, see, there's Burns. Hi. And Bulla finally joined. Freaking about time. Butthead.
He's having fun by himself over there.
No, he's here. He made it.
Oh, is he in? Hey,
He's in.
Bulla.
We were talking shit about you.
Yeah. Loner over there. See how it is.
The recording has started. All of this will be documented. Nothing you say is safe. And if you do say something against the law, this video will be submitted to the police. So please exercise caution.
Beware what you say, huh?
I'll be taking notes this whole time. I hesitate to say that if you wanted to take notes, that you don't have to. But if you do, then go ahead. I'll be taking notes, and I'll have video of the whole session as well.
Cool.
So our videos work fine. They display perfectly. Awesome. Oh, hey, Bulla. Totally coincidental. I'm magical. I was literally, I was just like, I woke up this morning, I'm like, shit, I need a shirt. And I just like looked on my floor and I was like, that one. Took it and put it on. Yeah. But anyway, this is the Toss Change Jam. I have a few ideas. Me, Burns, and Industrial talked a few ideas also. And I'm curious to see what the newer people, the people who haven't been in the session, have to say about it as well. Bulla, I know you read at least part of the write-up that I made, and Christoff, I hope you did a little bit as well.
I did indeed.
Just so you guys know what we talked about last time. Yeah. We're all here because of the mighty and lovable move, the Toss Change. I did it terribly that time. But we all love it. We all love it, except for Bulla. Bulla hates it. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, it's the topic's the Toss Change, but it's not. You don't all have to love it. I mean.
Yeah. Topic's the Toss Change. We're going to talk about the Toss Change, but you can apply knowledge from literally anything else to this move, especially because it's just a card switch.
I'm just here to talk shit about the Toss Change.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh man, we all have videos. Christoff in the corner. Oh, I wish I could get rid of this guy playing. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, your little bot is taking up valuable.
My little bot is taking up valuable space, but
why don't you just
the recording will work
yourself?
Huh?
Can't you record with your own computer stuff?
Because sometimes I click around on Discord or whatever, somebody sends a message and I still have to be a moderator. So like I'll click off and it'll be like, fuck.
I mean, I can record if you'd like.
Well, you can record too, but I already have a laptop set up recording. It's working.
Okay, that's fine.
And the valuable screen space being taken off, really, I don't think it's too big of a deal. If somebody's specifically being focused on, I'll just click into them anyway. Oh man, Birdnade's cut. Boom. Fuck yeah. Okay.
So, off topic.
That's off topic. No. I have some ideas specifically with the Toss Change that I'd like to talk about, but I don't want to really hijack this. Burns, Christoff, Bulla, do you guys have any things that you wanted to start off with? Any ideas or anything?
Well, why don't you kick it off and then we can work on go from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, some of you guys have already seen this, but it's a little trick with the 2 queens, and it's a very simple one. I've been working on a move using it, but I think it's really fun. You have the 2 queens, and you take one of the queens or whatever, and you put it on top of the other one, and then you talk about how these cards are special and annoying and stupid, and they always repel one another. They always go away. They never stay in the same spot. So you can put them like on top of one another, and they'll always go away. So like you can use the toss change for that, and I thought that's a really cool way to do it. So you have the queen of diamonds on the table there, then you have the queen of hearts. You just do the toss change, and then your job is done, or whatever. I'm still working on the replacement, but right now I really like this ditch that Bulla taught me. When you do the toss change, you have it palmed, and you can just lower it back into the deck, almost as if you're doing a Tamri's perpendicular control, but you're not controlling it to the bottom of the deck.
That's exposure.
Exposure. Well, you don't know how to do the Tamri's perpendicular control. If I show you that, because I don't teach all of the stuff. I'm really bad at the TPC. I don't do it at all. But yeah, that's one of the ideas I had, was literally just like a repelling card trick. Like the cards repel one another. Like they hate each other so much that they won't stay together. So they'll run away, or however you want to do it. Yeah. Anybody have anything to say about it or whatever?
Is that I just barely got you on main cam, so I didn't actually see you do it, but
Here, I'll do it one more time, and I'll put it on main cam for me too. I need the 2 queens. The 2 red queens. I don't know why. I like the idea of doing it with 2 red-headed sibling queens. But you have the 2 queens, one on the table, one in your hand, and you talk about how they never come together. I don't know why, but no matter how hard you try, if you put one queen face to face with the other one, they will never stay together. And no other card in the deck does this, but they will always separate.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Very simple. I think it's a really fun trick, and I think I want to add more phases to it. But I just wanted to talk about the toss change phase because I think that's the thing we're here for. What were you saying, Burns?
Hold on, having a weird connection. Which network? Oh, that's better. Okay.
Christoff, what do you have going on over there?
I'm just playing around with stuff.
That's a weird fidget, Bulla. I've never seen that before.
Like this?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Was that bullet? Like part of bullet?
That's around the world.
Around the world. Like, bullet is what, like where you flip it up top and then do the around the world. I can't even do it.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. This is I'm pretty sure this is a McBride thing.
McBride's awesome.
Yeah, it's got crazy crap.
But for that sibling thing, I think you need like a reason why the card changes, right? You can explain the queen in the deck, but then you can't really explain the card that's left over.
I wonder if I could do it like almost like they go and get their little brother and they make and like they do like a whole intricate swap game. So like they hate each other, so they go and get their little brother and they make him stand in as a sister, and then they can both go do their own thing.
I think it would be interesting to use a blank card there.
Space almost like it's like, and then they go. Oh,
yeah, the card itself has vanished, but
I'm gonna write it down. Empty space. I think I honestly think that's probably what'll make that actually look good. And yeah, with the sibling thing though, like I think it's just a fun little repulsion trick, and you could really have them go anywhere. Instead of going to the deck, you could have it go to the pocket. But I have like 100 million tricks which go to my pocket, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. So I'm happy to have it go to the middle of the deck turned around. I had a couple other ideas. Does anybody have any more ideas for the sister cards or the sibling cards?
Not really.
I suppose you could switch it out for a sign card or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, you could switch it out with the sign card.
I don't know
too.
what your plot premise would be.
It doesn't necessarily fit the plot that I'm suggesting, but it's something that you could do. Like instead of repulsion, it's attraction. So like one card is like overtly attracted to another card, and like so you show that it's not the card, and then you place it on the queen, and then it ends up being the correct card, and like they attract one another.
I could see that.
And that could be with a signed card. But I don't really know.
I mean, I suppose you could like talk about cheating wives or some craziness like that.
Oh
like,
no.
Yeah.
Now it's
King-
interesting.
One of the other kings pop in or something. Yeah, it's drama.
Oh
so
no,
people
one of the
enjoy
kings
it.
pop in, and then you get like vulgar with it, and you just go on and on, like almost like Gemini twins. Like
Yeah, well, like you could end up with one of them, like you have the king set up wherever you insert your queen, have a king there with it, and then have the second king, the opposite king, switch on to the table so that you have like the queen of diamonds and the king of hearts on the table, and then the opposite on the inside. I don't know. It's an affair. They're cheating on each other with each other.
I like that. I'm gonna write that presentation down.
Like, I thought he was cheating on me with my sister, but ended up being my brother.
Oh damn.
I might have to play with that. Or you can, Burns. You can come back to me with a crazy affair presentation of the siblings. That it's husband and wives and cheating and switching partners and all this bullshit. Swingers! No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I don't really have any other ideas. I'm gonna get the focus off Bulla there. Does anybody have any ideas that they'd like to bring forth next?
As far as uses for the toss change,
Hell yeah, man.
like how about we review all the ones that we did last time? We talked about Chicago Surprise. We talked about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I did not add that to the write-up because I actually forgot. But we talked about the toss change using the Chicago Surprise and how Pop Hayden believes that it looks a little too movie, and that it's not like really necessary. That was a thing Pop Hayden brought up. We talked about how to help with each other's top changes, specifically Industrial bringing up that when you do have the card palmed, always go somewhere with it. And it helps you be a little more comfortable with the move, so you're not just sitting there being burned. We talked about the whole table thing, Bill Malloy's touch, where he raises the card up casually so he can bring it back down and do the toss change while sitting.
Yeah.
We talked about my Monty sequence. I don't have anything new to that. We talked about the color change. No, not the color change. The control. And I think that was it. We had some other tips. I specifically noticed, I don't know if I noticed this afterwards or during, but you can do the toss change to the floor really easily without having the card flip.
Oh yeah. As long as the card's level, it'll go straight down.
Yeah, as long as you drop the card while it's level, it'll fall really well. And I think that's really cool, and I think you could do a lot with it. But I haven't come up with anything specifically. Doing I've Got a Surprise for You to the floor sounds particularly interesting. I've never had the chance to try it. I will tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, that was what we covered last time. Burns, when we left last time, we actually kind of went off with the intentions of playing with the ideas we came up with. Do you have anything about those? Like, did you?
I mean, I messed around with it a little bit, but I don't have anything like, I don't know, super new or anything. I was trying different transpositions with it, and I don't know. I think we kind of touched on it a little bit, like just saying that it kind of is pointless if you might as well just do a double at that point.
Yeah, it's hard. There are a lot of spaces with the toss change where you do the toss change and you think, why didn't I just do a double lift?
Yeah.
Like, especially when Industrial mentioned, like if you're just going back to the deck, like why not just do a double lift? But yeah, but I ran into that problem a few times, Burns, too, where I came up with something with the toss change and I'm like, but I mean, like, is it really better than a double lift? And in some cases, the answer is just a resounding no.
Yeah.
Well, because the move happens away from the deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big difference of showing the card here and then putting it down on the table than showing it here and then flipping it over and putting it down on the table. Right?
Yeah, and the difference is large, but sometimes going back to the deck doesn't matter. Like if you're going back to the deck or you have it scripted in, like then going back then touching the deck doesn't really matter. Or if the deck isn't really involved, like I feel like that's why you wouldn't replace the double lift with the toss changes when you have that kind of lack of justification for it. Like, does it really matter?
I think you need one though.
Well, I'd love to say I don't need.
Like after you toss it down, I mean that's the end of the action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether you touch the deck after that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, for me, it's not necessarily about whether I go back to the deck or not. Like whether it weakens the idea. It's more that like what's the point if I am gonna go back to the deck? Like, couldn't I just unless I need a palm, like couldn't I just do a double lift anyway? I mean, I suppose that's the question for most of this, though. Like,
well, that's I mean, that's like saying comparing the double lift with a top change. Like, why do a top change if you can just do a double lift?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I've been practicing the Williamson top change. I'm really bad at it.
The top change?
Yeah, the Williamson one. The one Williamson teaches.
Too bad that is off topic.
Yeah, it's off topic, but I'm really bad at it anyway.
I was trying to get it to work like face up. Oh shit! Like a face up toss. But...
the way I came up with it was doing this. Was showing it like this and then tossing it face up. So like, oh, we have the ace of hearts here. We're gonna put that on the table, and you toss it down face up.
They didn't even do the move though.
Huh?
You're tossing down the same card you're showing.
Yeah, exactly. The only way you can get it to work, if you toss it face up and you switch the card, is to do something like that, like a little color change or whatever.
I mean, I was talking like doing it this way, but then tossing, like this way. And then I was thinking, like, if you can use the edge of the table, you can kind of break it up. Like, it'll look like you're lapping it, but then you're actually not lapping it. But you can sort of prep the card here and then sort of toss it out. Kind of playing on.
You could even do that face down, though. Like, it's a different motion then. Yeah,
the idea I had was like in a transposition effect. I wanted to show like the cards change, but it's just for a split second, and then as I toss it out, see that it changed back.
What about if you had them face the faces or back to back, basically, and when you just play this way and then you toss it, it changes.
Yeah, that's what Shadow was doing.
Yeah. Was it?
Color change. You can do the most. This is illusionist dubstep color change. 9 of hearts, boom. Ace of hearts, boom. Killing it. Dead. You guys are dead. I know. Yeah,
At that point, now the question is, why not use a double facer?
You could be examined, dude.
Yeah, it can be examined.
No one
The card can
examines
be
the
examined
cards.
on the table. I just realized that I have a blank card and I haven't used it yet. I wonder what this looks like with a blank card. So you have the queen, you have the queen, you put them on top of one another, and then whatever you do, boom, space between them. I think that's a fun idea. Or like maybe it could be a note from the queen, like be back soon, or like don't tell mom, or something like that.
No, it's gotta be fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's actually the perfect application, really. So it's.
Yeah, she always sneaks out or something. and it's like be back soon, like don't tell mom or something or something like that. Or like I hate you, fuck you.
I think if you do like hand mucking, you could do like a muck or like an addition like this to show, right? And then you can toss it back.
That's a strange. You know what? I actually really like the way that you're like trying this, where it's instead of doing this, it's more like this. Like you're not turning your hand very much. It's literally just like an outward toss.
Well, because I'm trying to do it more like forward, not angled, and then because I want the card to be in palm, so I kind of want to end here so that I can actually get it in a full palm like that. So that's what I'm trying to play around with the angles. So my hand is so straight, like straight on, but
yeah,
flashing though. Probably wouldn't flash if I turned a little bit, but I don't really see myself using it unless I can use it head on like this.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking notes. If somebody else has something to add.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you do it that way, you can just do it straight from literally anywhere in the deck. So you can just be like, hey, stop there. Okay. And then... Oh, my video's a bit delayed, but that's fine.
That actually looks pretty good. I like that.
Wait, do it again.
Like if you did it, if you didn't flash or anything, like that would be pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
if I wasn't shit at the toss change, maybe it would be fine.
Hey, maybe we could help you with the toss change. Maybe you
maybe.
Yeah,
Okay,
what
so-
problems are you having?
Well,
I
he
just
has a lot of
have
problems.
not
He's
learned
been
it.
practicing it for a little while on the video, but we can probably help him.
Yeah,
He's
you've
getting
just
the
been
right
looking
direction.
at mine.
Oof, I am
Oh,
bleeding.
that just flips over. Okay, interesting.
All right, Christoff, let's have a conversation.
Hello.
What's
Okay.
what's up with your toss change? I want to watch it.
It's pretty not good, I think.
Good. How do we help? Can you do that again? I honestly, I missed it. So you were taking on a more Bulla style, but how do you do it normally?
I don't do it normally is the thing.
Well,
so,
how do you do it?
So, I don't know. That looks pretty bad.
Well, I don't know. The first thing I notice is that like your fingers are like wide open. Like there's a lot of space between them. Like when I got the only time I thought my toss change looked good was when I started gluing my fingers together, like almost so that they
I
didn't
can try
separate at
that.
all. I'm not saying that'll work for you.
Okay. So that's
see, you're
one
actually
issue.
covering the card now, but you did have a little bit of a weird situation go on. It kind of angled out.
Yeah.
What? What what else could you add? What else is a problem? That was a very weird thing.
That wasn't even a thing. I was just.
What,
Yeah.
Something about the toss change versus like standing up versus sitting down. I still think
Yeah,
it's
dude.
easier to do standing up.
It's significantly easier. See, Christoff, that actually looks pretty good. I think that's
That
a really
wasn't
good
the toss
sitting.
change. That was the miracle change. So.
Oh, is that the miracle change? God damn it! I want to see your toss change. I want to talk. I want to fix it. I want to fix you.
Okay.
Like
so
like
what you do it? You do it at the fingertips, but the book is.
No, I don't do it at the fingertips.
Wait.
Okay.
I do it at the So see, that's how I do it. You're dropping the card. Why is the card like falling out of your hand whenever you do it?
Dude, that's a good question.
Is your thumb like it should end in thumb palm? Is how it's described in barbell.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, that's how I ended in thumb clip there. So like if you toss it down.
Let me try that. Yeah.
Toss it down, it should end in thumb clip. Oh my god! You did it! See? Okay.
That helps a lot, actually.
Get the angles right and close your damn fingers, and that should be at least partially okay.
Don't talk about my fingers.
Close your damn fingers, Christoff. All right, I want to see it again. I want to see this. I want to see it done. I want to see it done right. Do it as slow as you think you can do it without flashing.
Okay, well, this card over here.
See?
Right.
That was kind of okay.
Yeah.
But like, you still drop your hand to the table.
It's because I'm sitting down. I always want my hands on the fucking.
Stand up and try it. If you're sitting down, it's fair to drop it to the table. But if you're standing, you can't really do that. Close your damn hands, Christoff.
Fuck! I keep not closing my damn hands.
Close your fingers.
Okay, so.
See, like that looked way better. Okay, one more time. Close the damn hands.
Okay.
If you don't close your damn hands, I'm gonna make you sit here for hours until you. See? Now you have a lot of time before you curl your fingers, but that's okay for now.
Yeah. Doing it standing up is so much easier.
Doing it standing up is so much easier.
Ridiculously easy.
If you're having trouble with the action, lift your hand up before you lower it down. So like almost like a toss. Like see? It usually feels a lot better when you do it that way. I don't know why it feels better, but it does to me.
Oh, I don't know.
You're still dropping it, man. You got to get it in thumb palm.
Yeah.
Once you can do that. Hey, Nick.
I'm late. I'm so late.
That's okay. I'm not too angry. Only a little.
He's extremely angry.
You'll be docked 10 brownie points.
We're all on cam, by the way, if you want to get in on
that. Yeah, do you know how to use the link?
Do you know how to use it?
Do you know how to use it? No.
What you do is you click it.
You click and then you're there.
Wait, you guys are using what is it called?
Discord.
Yeah.
If you go to the text chat for Magic Jam, there's a link at the top.
Here, I'm gonna go wash my wound. Here, I'll be right back.
What?
I cut myself. I don't even know how. Don't question me. I'll be right back.
Too much toss changes.
Sharp cards or something.
Yeah.
Toss change is a lot of fun though. It's a weird knacky move, but
yeah,
in the right situation, I think it's a very fun move.
Yeah, basically like just a double lift, but like a subtlety to like not like flip the thing over on the deck.
Well, and I mean, how you get your setup is up to you. I mean, basic double lift. But once you display the card and then toss it, and as you toss it, you've already switched the card, yeah?
Yeah, like if you're gonna double lift and then palm, you might as well just get a toss change. Or really, in almost like all situations where you need a double lift, you could probably replace it with a toss change somehow.
I think it's situational. I mean, whatever you're more comfortable with. I wouldn't say they're 100% interchangeable, but I think it's close. I know there was a couple situations where it was like it just felt weird to do the toss change instead of a double lift, but that may be more subjective than anything.
Yeah, I'm turning on my computer.
So how's it feeling over there, Christoff? Feeling
It's
more
alright.
comfortable with it?
Yeah. Ooh.
Discord is booting up. I am very close.
Yeah, the ending angle is pretty weird.
Yeah.
You can almost go vertical with your like with the card because that'll give you your least angle from the front.
Hmm.
The harder you push
Stand
it
up
into the
again.
clip, because you're basically like you can display it with your fingers open even slightly, and you're only flashing in that little spot right there.
I have some ideas for toss change, but let me connect to the bloody video.
I have returned. Has it been
Welcome back.
awkward silence the whole time that I've been gone?
No?
No.
We are having a
Okay,
good
good.
conversation.
Good. Christoff, how you feeling?
I need to close my fucking fingers, dude.
Dude, you need to close your damn
work on
fingers.
closing your fingers, but also like if you can work on pulling it into that clip. The harder it's in that clip, the less you have to worry about your pinky and your ring. It should just naturally.
Guys,
Angle.
I clicked the link. It's loading.
Good. Christoff, one thing about angles specifically is, can you turn so that we'd be viewing it from the left?
Yeah,
tilt to the
that
right.
might help.
I want to see it because one thing that I used to do was when I would do it, I would if you could see it from the right like this, if somebody was sitting to my left, I would start peeling before I even had it turned around. Can you do that again?
Okay.
My Discord's still loading. What the hell?
Oh.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
So he is peeling it later than.
And honestly, you can relax your hand right at the bottom of the so as right as you drop your hand, you can almost stop it without going all the way back if you want to, and it'll still have that relaxed. I mean, you can practically relax.
Yeah. You do have it extended for a really long time, but and when you readjust, it looks a little interesting.
Yeah.
But.
Guys, I can't connect. What? We try this.
Yeah. Hopefully Beb gets that figured out. But yeah, if you have it like this, you can. So I usually turn it all the way before I peel.
Ah.
That helps when you're looking from the right. You can do it, and then you won't see the peel anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, guys, is it only me or is the link not working or something? Because I can't.
Are you taking from the right chat?
It's the Magic Jam one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you click it?
It just stuck in an infinite loading loop, and it doesn't do anything on my phone.
When was the last time you updated Discord?
Not sure.
Oh wait, did you say your phone?
He said he's not. He said he tried on his phone and it didn't work. It doesn't work on the phone.
Yeah, it usually only works on desktop.
But what happens when you click it? It's infinitely loading. Do you have? So when was the last time? Like, do you have a green down arrow on the top right of your Discord?
Nope.
Okay, so you're updated.
I'm just gonna restart my Discord on my computer because I'm using my phone as my voice channel because my phone has a better mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what the...
So Christoff, hopefully those tips help you at least.
Oh yeah, they
to
have.
start getting a little further and knowing what's up.
Yeah. Also, when I do a top change, I instantly use my left hand to push the card forward, and like not only does like your arm gives your card more cover, it kind of like takes the heat off your right hand as well.
Yeah, that was a suggestion I got. I'll write that down because I forgot about it. But one of the most common suggestions I get when I show this to people,
Hey, look,
is to,
I'm being constructive, guys.
yeah, is to use your finger to push it forward, or to even use the hand that you're palming to push it forward. It's a lot harder to do because you end in clip, but if you want it to look if you want to do that, pushing the card after you drop it on the table can look really nice.
And also, when in that weird clip, I realized that your middle ring and pinky can curl a little bit to make it look like you're pointing at the card.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can. It's really, yeah, you can't really do anything with your first finger. It's kind of locked there, but with your second, third, and pinky, you can make that happen. Especially if it's in a clip, and it's like angled down enough that your fingers can get under the card. But I wouldn't suggest that because you might accidentally flick it or something.
Yeah, what is this Discord feature? Not loading.
Cool. Bulla's still working on his toss change. Every once in a while.
Is there a way I can somehow connect to the server? Wait, hold on. Discord video channel.
Does anybody have anything to add in terms of like effects or ideas with it apart from just general technique?
Effects. Hold on, I had something before. Let me see.
We don't have to have something. I was just curious if anybody
No,
has any other ideas, because otherwise I have one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Well, what were you saying? Okay. I had an idea using the it's not necessarily an effect, but I did come up with an effect using it just to justify it for a little while. Using the toss change as not even a toss change, but as an action palm. So if you want to palm the top card, you can show, oh, was this your card? No? Okay, well take that card. And then you have the card palmed. And the idea that I had was like, take the deck and just try to insert this card where you think your card is in the deck. So they'd put it right there or whatever. And then you could show them it's not there. You could show them it's not under it. And then I could do like card to forehead or something.
Wait, so that's like card control basically?
Yeah, you could even use it as a control. Well, not, yeah, you could. More of a holdout. Yeah. Yeah. It's literally just it's a top palm. It's an action palm. You can use it. You can do whatever you want with it. You could control it if you want. Just you don't have to do the double lift. You just show it, drop it on the table, and in the action of discarding a card, you've palmed off the selection or the top card, whatever you care it is.
Yeah, but is there an actual way to just do it and like not have the corner end up in your thumb crotch? Because having the corner end up in a thumb crotch like really limits what you can do with the move. Because like I can't push the card down without it snapping.
You can go deeper, like push it in deeper. So that you end up in more into palm. Like
I've seen people do it like Nick, if you look at my thing, like way deeper. So it's not in the thumb crotch, it's actually in the center. It's almost like in the center of your palm, and you bring the whole thumb over it.
Wait, are you talking about a video call? Because I can't see it.
Oh. Well,
you can't see the video either?
Yeah, I can't see the video.
Yeah, if you place the card really deep into your hand, like if you go to the webbing and go even farther, or the crotch and go diagonally towards the palm, backwards and towards the center of the palm, you can still do the move, but it'll end a lot more deep. But I haven't been able to do it correctly. That's just something that I saw. If you brought this to my attention, the throw change, Arthur Buckley.
Yeah.
He does it that way. You thought he had massive hands, but he doesn't. He was actually just holding the card really, really deep, and his whole thumb was reaching across the card because he was holding it way deeper than Eddie Fector holds it.
Yeah, according to Bill Malone, like it is impossible to like do the move, covering the card entirely unless you have massive hands, which someone has.
Well, Eddie Fector has.
Yeah, Eddie Fector. I think I forgot to.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. Look at Shadow.
Well,
to be fair, like,
I don't
you can...
cover the whole card. This is angles. See, when I do the toss change, if I turn to the right here.
Right, but I mean you're covering it.
Yeah, but I am covering it completely. There is no leak. Like nothing shows in my toss change.
Yeah, I can't join the video server. What the hell?
Or how about tossing it into the other hand? Display. Oh, shit. Display.
I'm gonna try something else. Be right there.
Oh wait, that's interesting.
What about that, Bulla? Here, like you have the toss change. Whoop. Is that even anything? Like what's the point? I like the idea though. I'm gonna write it down, but maybe you could do it as like a really fair, like almost if you want to give something a card, like the 2 of clubs. Was the 2 of clubs your card? And like you place it instead of a throw or a toss, it's a placement. So like you add it to the right hand and toss it to whatever you're doing. Like so you have somebody on your left. Hey, can you hold out your hand like this? The 2 of clubs. Was the 2 of clubs your card? And you give it to him? Does that look bad? I think it looks okay.
Can I do it?
So the 2 of clubs, was the 2 of clubs your card? And like you like place it in their hand or whatever. So you can show it, but then it's also a placement because you're literally just taking it and placing it somewhere. And then you have the other card held out. I think that's a really cool idea. Thank you, Bulla. I'm gonna write that down.
I mean, you could just throw it into their hand, right? You just want to put it
my accuracy is when I do the toss change.
All right.
Well, my accuracy is definitely lacking. If you take a look, like that's how far the card flies out. It's really hard to actually get it to go where I want it to. so doing it as a placement is definitely a novel idea.
Well, so you just hold their hand and then you just shoot it and you just move their hand.
No. You hold it and you're like, hey, can you hold your hand here? No, a little bit to the left. Okay, boom.
Wait, also guys, after doing the thing, you can do like washing motion, so like show your hands are empty, and then in the process moving to rear palm.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
don't
of
like
places
washing with cards, you know.
to move it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're at a table, you can easily
that is
do the change and have it off the edge, so your hands free.
Like I like getting it into like a different palm, but
I really don't like it too. I feel
something about the hand washing thing, like doing this right after it. I mean, there's no reason to prove your hand is empty because
it's more like a stretching of your fingers, though.
Yeah, proving your hands are empty is partially unnecessary. Just
like if you didn't look like this sort of like display, you know, if you did something else to get it
did a hand washing sequence.
Rear palm.
Okay, can I just pretend to crack my knuckles? No, I can't do that.
That'd be kind of fun.
Let me try that.
It's gone. Dude, that was cool. That's a really fun way to lap a card. Cracking my knuckles and it's gone. That was a tip from Industrial. Was after doing the toss change, you could go back and lap the card or whatever. But I think doing it as a knuckle crack. Are you ready, guys? Let's crack our knuckles and fucking do this.
Yeah, but how do you crack knuckles? Though? Like, hold on, you have a card palm. Do you take and then crack? Like,
No, he's doing it like this.
oh. Hold on,
It's just silly. Crack knuckles to ditch card. I'm writing that down. God damn it.
like when you do this, they can't actually see it. You just need to somehow transfer it into you can transfer the orthodox palm on the other hand and like actually take away with it.
Can you say that again, Ben?
Hello, cat.
Right, and then you instantly go into this one, and then you move it into orthodox palm, and then you go away with it.
Yeah, you could switch it to another palm in the action of cracking knuckles. That's totally valid. If I don't know what palm you were doing.
Yeah, the angles are terrible though. So you can see it quite clearly on the left. And the right.
Well, if you think about it, like the angles of the move, in my case, not in everybody's case, this is definitely personal. The move is already angly. Like if it's angly, like then you're already playing the game of angles. Like why not just keep playing it? Like why do you care if after an angly move you do another angly move? Like just
yeah. Also like
that's how I think. See, that's okay. Even you had a little bit of leak there, but moving the card instantly after, I think you need to add a little more of a toss to it when you're sitting, because otherwise the card is just going to drag across the table in a funny way. Because this happens a lot. Instead,
I don't know which technique I prefer. I don't know if I like the clipping more or just like the deep grip more.
Yeah. Like Bill Malone specifically raises it up and brings it down to give it a little more lift. See, like, did that feel a little better?
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah. But if you want to do it casually, it would be like, I have the 7 diamonds, 7 of diamonds, or whatever. He does that a lot. I like that. That's my favorite way to do it sitting.
I seriously don't know if I like the clipping more or the deep grip more.
I definitely like the clipping more. I was not able to make the deep grip work at all. It just doesn't work. Not for me. Or transfer palm. I feel bad for whoever has to read my notes. If I ever release my notes like in original handwriting, like for this session, nobody's gonna read it.
Oh, that'd be like Daly's notes. It's all
Is that a
scribbles.
thing?
Yeah.
All scribbles and shit? Oh my gosh. What a waste.
What about using it in like what we were talking about earlier as an attraction thing, where you display it one card and then toss down a double? I don't know how you'd use that. But. So you're technically picking up a triple. You pick up a triple and then toss down a double.
Yeah, I played with that a little bit too. You'd have to show it as a double or whatever. Like, so I have a double here. Oh, hey, let me get. I like that idea, Burns. I need to get me on this.
Yeah, it's quite easy to clip away to clip away a double. But I guess that situation.
You just show it like this, and then you can thumb clip away this.
You could show like this and then toss it to the table.
Actually, can you
Does that look okay?
Huh?
Does this look okay? You show if you can somehow get it side jogged like this. Oh, I have these 2 cards, and you toss it to the table. You switch one of the cards. You hold back the one at the bottom at the face.
Yeah.
I think that looks okay.
Yeah, I could see that working. Yeah.
So the way you do that is by having the 2 cards at a little bit out jogged, and then the single card in the normal toss change position. So you're already tossing these 2 cards out easily, but you're able to get this into regular toss change position with no issue. I wonder if you could show 2 cards and toss out 1 in the same way.
Well, how do you do that again?
I wonder if you could show 2 cards and toss out 2 other cards.
Ooh.
So like I just played 1 pair, but then tossed down the say accidentally tossed 3.
It gets a little hard to toss only 2 cards, typically because your first finger is contacting the cards under the top card. So unless you can find a way to get it to not do that, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, but this move is so cool though.
It's a
just,
fucking super cool move. I agree with
I know,
you.
right? It's just like, look at this. But yeah, now it's changed.
Hiya!
Be amazed. Look at
Oh,
this
damn, the
card.
card is
Stare at this
strange? Look
card.
at
The
you
card
guys.
has changed to 2 cards. What?
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm gonna write that down. That was a good. That's really cool. I think you could do a lot with that actually, Burns. Showing 2 cards and tossing out 2 different ones, or showing 1 card and tossing out 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
would be kind
guys,
of
we're
Totally do
check.
the 7-4-3 chain.
What, Christoff?
Here's this cool thing, right? You can show 1 card and toss it down as 2.
Hey, we should talk.
Oh, that is an amazing idea.
1 card.
I mean, you can show no cards and toss it out as 2.
Whoa!
Oh my
7,
God!
And you
Yeah,
drop.
it would be kind of fun if you could show like, oh, I have a 4 here, and then toss out 2 cards, and then they're both 2s.
That's,
Like,
see,
I don't
that's
know.
the kind of thing I was thinking of. I was doing the 7 with the 4 and the 3. Why not? Because it just.
Guys, what if you did a toss change face up actually? Can you do the face up?
Yeah, for sure. You toss it down. It would end up face up at the end. It would be
It's more of a color change,
no.
though.
Sean, I'm talking about doing your 4 and 2 face up. Just twin split remix 2.0.
Oh, face up, though?
Well, you can have it back to back, right? Because you can show it like this and then do that kind of thing.
Well, Bulla, what about this idea you'd been messing it with, where you show it and then you just kind of tilt the hand back and toss them down?
Yeah. Let's see.
So the goal would be to get them out of the hand before you turn your other hand down too much, so that they land face up. That'd be a little difficult though. It could use some knack, but I think it would. Yeah, see that looks good.
Because when I was playing around with it, I was doing it more like a tossing up like that. So it would always land face up in the end.
Wait, cool. How do you do that again?
Huh?
How do you toss it face up?
I'm tossing like this.
Oh. Yeah, you could do like a sideways gambler.
That's like a little variation of it. I like it a lot, actually. You do it right sometimes, Bull, and when you do it, looks awesome.
Hold on, let me play with that.
As a color change, it's a lot of fun.
The back to back is kind of neat.
Yeah, so in Industrial, talk about the way to end in comp. Assuming that it's like
He
holding.
never explained it, but the way I think you could do it.
I think it's like this, and then you just comp it.
Yeah, you like you hold it, and then you get it into cop and toss it out or whatever. Wait, no, but that doesn't switch cards. You want to do a switching.
Yeah, you do this, and you slide the one backwards, and then you toss it out.
Well, that's somewhat like, I mean, wouldn't it be just like a bottom pump?
Yeah, that's just a bottom pump technique.
That looks bad.
So
I'm really
bad.
bad at that. Where on earth did my pen go? Oh, there you
Wait, Shadow, are you gonna type out your notes today too?
I've been taking notes this whole time.
And recording it.
And recording. I'll go back and watch the recording just to make sure I don't miss anything.
I like the color change use of it. It's not the back
Yeah,
to back.
I think it's really fun.
And it's super visual. It's like, what?
Oh, God.
You know, obviously, don't flash, but.
This card.
Oh, so the reference for that shadow would be Collected Almanac for the back to back.
Oh, is there already? Collective Almanac.
Collected Almanac by Richard Kaufman.
Collective?
Collected. E.T.
Collected
Wait, what is that again?
Almanac by Richard Kaufman.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
Reference.
That's helpful because I want to reference as many of these ideas as we can so that I can put it in the write-up without issue. I didn't know that was written on. Do they use the same move as well? The back-to-back thing?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could do the Marlows. Whoop. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, you could. But that is off topic, Shadow.
Off topic. The card switch counts.
Not allowed.
I mean, you kind of do any card switch face up, and it kind of looks like color change.
I mean, yeah, as long as it's good enough.
Yeah, mine is my
Like
volume is terrible.
doing a double lift as a color change doesn't really work. Oh hey, I'm gonna switch out.
You see the color
got
change?
it. So good. But that's off topic. No talking about the double lift.
Mm.
I mean, the double turnover is a big part of the toss change.
Yeah, in topic, guys. It's in topic.
In topic. It's 100% in topic. I'm going to check the recording, make sure it's still going. Sorry, recording. You
Yeah.
make a
Also, I talked to Bulla and Shadow about this as well. This
Yeah,
this
it's still
move from
working.
this burn-in subtlety. When you do this,
burn-in subtlety.
yeah, you can kind of
Can you
like
do that again?
this.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that to me. I like that actually a lot.
Yeah, you can kind of like interchange some of the toss change with it, depending on the
Yeah. If you wanted to do a different move or something similar, like you wanted you wanted to do the toss change a few times in a routine, but you didn't want to do it like the toss change over and over again, like
Yeah.
you could change handlings or do something similar like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and also Bulla, can you do the Macmillan switch by any chance?
That would be off topic.
No. It's in topic because I was thinking about you do this double lift, show this card, right? And then normally in a simple here and there routine, you show this card, right? You place it here, right? This card can never transpose to the Jack of Hearts unless you do the toss change here. So if you do the toss change here, this card in palm, you can instantly change this into cock, and you can do a Macmillan switch, which I can't do the move. And if you somehow switch it, it becomes 2-card transpo.
It's not a bad idea. If you know how to muck, you could go from the toss change and literally just switch 2 cards out.
Yeah, I can't look.
Toss change to a switch. Toss change to a tabled switch.
Yeah, because like having a card in clip, you can transfer it into a gambler's card, cover it and then cop it and then switch.
We don't need to transfer it. And you do the Macmillan switch from the clip, right? I don't do it, but
Can you?
I mean that's the way I saw it done. You have a clip so you can slide it underneath.
I'll be a lot more comfortable doing the switch if I'm gambler's comp. No,
Yeah.
not gambler's comp.
I mean, you could ask Industrial for the source, but it might not even
Source.
exist. He's been looking for the toss change style
Yeah.
move that goes into cup for like a few weeks now. He's never found
I
it.
need the source.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't know the source. He's trying to find it, but he doesn't know where. He thinks it's in Card College, but he doesn't know for sure.
I need
I didn't see any references when I researched it.
Going into top is weird. I mean, I think what we discussed last time about putting it into top, you'd have to do it like long ways, which is kind of a weird top.
Yeah, but it works. I mean, shit.
I mean, no, it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work.
my answer is 50.
It's a bit awkward to start out with.
Yeah, it is a bit awkward. I agree.
So y'all like my man?
Yeah.
Off
Yeah.
topic.
I feel
But
like
yes,
I
I
did
do.
something.
It's the same mat I got.
It's the exact same mat Bulla has. Yep.
And
Do you
Burns.
guys like my mat?
Your mat looks a little out of place in this nice green field
Yep.
of green.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about the
Wow,
green
I'm
mats.
offended. Hey, what about Christoff? Me and Christoff are sitting here crying because you guys are being mean to
No.
our beautiful
I'm being
black mats.
bullied.
He's got like a dark green, and you just got black.
Okay, fine. Hey, give me a minute.
He switches to a green mat.
This mat cost me
Too much.
$150. So I'll take out my $10 green mat just for you guys.
It's not even. That's black.
It's still black.
No, it's not. It's green, you fuckers. I'm gonna shine some light on it. You guys will see. See, look, green, assholes.
Green in the light, huh?
But if you guys don't like it, I'll switch back to the black mat because I like it a lot more.
It doesn't matter. You're the one using it.
Let me
Hey,
see.
I
Hey,
hate
Shadow. Let me see the bottom of that. You said there's legs on it, right?
Oh, is there?
Ooh,
Yeah, there's
fancy.
Little peg.
It's signed and numbered, and then it has
Oh,
like
okay, I see.
little pegs on it.
How many? Oh, that's a lot. What does it got? Like 8 of them? 6 of them?
6 of them.
6.
What? 3 per long edge.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool mat. I love it. He was mentioning that you could put a jumbo coin under the little feet pegs, but
I'm sure you could do a lot with that little
Actually,
space
guys,
there.
you can kind of use the toss change as a muck. Just like have the card comp, and then just take the card, do this, and then you can kind of like use it as a muck. It's a bit too complex.
I thought a muck was specifically going to the table and like switching it out.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. You can like have a single card here, add a card behind it, right? And then you can toss change, and then you'll have the card swapped off.
You can go from this clip to like doing a weird muck type deal, huh?
Muck. I don't know any good.
Oh, yeah, you could do it like something like this, where you scoop it up and you... I'm not very good, but...
Hold on, let me check Arthur Buckley. So I think there's like
Yeah. From the thumb. I think this is called thumb palm.
No, I'm scooping it up the other way, like this.
Hmm? Oh, so you're going like this. Okay.
That's a bit weird, though. I would never use that.
I would
Well,
never
like
use it either.
That reminds me of like a Mexican turnover or French turnover.
Yeah, this move is basically Mexican turnover, but mid-air. In a way.
And then you show it. Boom, boom.
I cannot find the move.
No, wait, that's not the Mexican turnover. This is. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing this very well.
In Mexican
Oh,
turnover,
yeah.
you take the card and then you do this, and then it changes. Bilbo does the move with one hand. I can't.
I'm annoyed because Industrial isn't showing up, and he said he had a few ideas for the jam.
Damn it.
Damn it, industrial. What time is
He's
it
at
now?
his girlfriend's house, and he said he brought a modem and a laptop so that he could join us. But it sounds like life happened.
Isn't he engaged?
Yeah, a fiance, not girlfriend.
Isn't he engaged?
They are engaged. You're right. Who's talking in Magic Jam? No, Tom can't make it. I'm
Oh.
sad. Dude, that sucks. He actually had like 4 or 5 ideas in private messages with me as well.
Share.
I don't remember him. He just kind of like popped him out. Yeah, happy.
Well, then go
birthday,
look
Tom.
for him then.
Oh,
I think the first one that he mentioned specifically was literally doing a one ahead pull where you take like the 3, toss it on the table, grab another card and toss that on the table, and then like you have the card, and then this is some random card, and this is the 3.
How
It's like the one ahead
does
principle.
back to the video once I click out of it? I don't see the option.
You gotta go back to Magic Jam.
Go
and
back to
then
the link.
click the
Yeah,
link,
go
yeah.
back to Magic Jam and click the link. You can't. Once you click out of it, it's gone for a little while.
But you're still on video, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. So don't take off your shirt or anything. I don't want to see that.
What an awkward thing to suggest.
I said don't. I'm not suggesting anything.
It's technically child pornography because I'm still 16.
Shadow. So wait, you're Canadian though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't count then.
I keep wanting to put my hand flat, but that never works.
Wait.
This
Yeah, I don't get it, Christoff. Why do you keep doing that shit?
I like having my hands on the table.
That's what I've been doing.
Like throwing the card off the edge and doing like a holdout with your thumb.
Bulla's hands are stupid large though. Like mine.
It's
Like
not that
mine.
large.
Like,
That's
like,
interesting, actually.
Like look at this. I just go like this. Oh no, the card's completely peeking out. Look at that.
Because it feels nice. You can display the card. You do your toss change, and then you're free.
Right.
When we talked a little bit about lapping with the toss change last time, but this at least gives you control to recover the card.
Yeah, I think laughing would be something completely different. Like, I think, and I like the fact that you're still retaining a card after the toss change.
Yeah, especially with you when you have this much visibility of your hand. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna lap, there's I think there's better options, right? You can probably do something like if you're gonna switch this card for a second card, you just go and then you lap the other card as well. You know. Yeah. Where's this move from? Where you have this card, you're gonna swap it with this card. You do kind of second deal thing, but you lap the first card so that it switches and it drops down the floor. Yeah.
What a pain in the ass that sounds.
Why do you need to lap the first card though? If you're
why
doing a
wouldn't you
second.
just do a top change or something?
I don't know. I think it's from Gene Mace. Is it this thing where you second deal, but then you lap the first card?
Gene Mays had a lot of weird shit in his books.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at the second deal. I'm not gonna off topic. No being off topic. I'll kill all of you.
I just do a second deal like the way Bulla does, just necktie. All right. Toss change. I love the
Bulla,
toss change.
you mentioned that you had an idea to bring to the table.
It was just a face-up thing. You know,
Oh yeah.
that kind of toss. Yeah.
Ah, that was so cool.
What? Show again?
He did it
was
right.
just-
He did it really well.
Just showing here and then tossing.
Yeah, but I think if you're gonna do this to layman, the first thing they're gonna say is that you're hiding something in your hand, right?
Well, ditch it, I guess.
Well, yeah, but you got like a nice show because it's clipped.
Like, it can be like gambling demonstration or some shit like that.
I mean, you'd
Yeah,
have
perfect.
Ooh.
Perfect. I like it.
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I fucked up.
And to recover it, it's pretty simple because you can just push it like into palm. So like after here, this hand can come up, and then you can get it into palm.
Yeah.
Nope, that is a major fact.
I don't have too many other things to add for myself with the toss change. Like I didn't really have any more ideas.
I was gonna say, how about doing a toss change with the hand that's holding the deck, but then it just becomes a mechanical second deal.
Is that even a thing? What the?
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's a Jenny thing.
Your index to flick it out.
Yeah, mechanical second deal.
Huh. I'm gonna write that down, but it's weird as shit, and I don't like it. I'm gonna write it down because I think if I could do it right, I'd like it.
Oh, do you remember that when if you thought that was weird? What was that other thing?
Wait, oh yeah, isn't there a card production where you go like this and then you somehow like shoot cards out in expert card technique? I don't remember.
Yeah.
How do you do it again?
Off topic.
No, it's not off topic because I'm thinking like once you get a clip, you can,
you
can go into this.
Yeah. I mean, you're from here, like as you show, you're pushing the card back. Okay. Show this side.
Wait, how do you show this side? Once you show this side, then what?
I know you're pushing back, and I'm not sure how you recover it.
Yeah, I don't remember how you recover it.
I think you just reach up and bring it back. I'm not sure.
Let me check. Where's my book?
Let's see.
All right.
What section is it?
It's in miscellaneous, right? It's in.
Yeah. Let's see.
Miscellaneous. Nope, it's not here.
Yeah, I just realized Phoenix didn't show up either.
Yeah, he's gonna show up later. He said.
So be late.
Later, I mean, it's already an hour in.
Yeah, he's gonna show up like 2 hours later, because like 2 hours late, because he can't. He's not.
I don't know where it is.
I can't find the
What book are you looking at?
expert cartel. I'm trying to find the move where you go like this and you show that the hands are empty while somehow palming a card.
And you can do that after going into the
Awesome. Yes.
questions. Do you know what the name of it is?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
Once you find that out, let me know, because then I'll write it in the notes.
Yeah, I'm dead certain that it's in the book though.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, Bulla seems certain, and if Bulla's certain, it's in there. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not certain that it's in there.
I'm very
Well,
certain.
Bulla took out his book. He's lazy, so he wouldn't do that unless he believed it was there.
It was only because it's within arm reach.
Do you have expert card technique within arm's reach all the time, weirdo?
Yeah, it's right here.
It's a Bible.
It's a big book.
In arm's reach, expert card technique.
Yep.
I don't have it within arm's reach. What the hell?
Erdnase is in arm's reach.
I don't even have a physical copy of Erdnase. I have the one Madison released website.
This is a good copy.
Oh yeah, I plan to get Divergence Revelations or Annotated Earnings soon.
Off topic.
I don't know about annotated. Wait, Vernon's Revelation or Revelations?
The
difference.
It's the one with expert card technique in it. I can't find it.
The annotated Erdnase was okay. I mean, Ortiz didn't really add too much to it. It was more like
Translation.
if you're interested in like the references and stuff, he gives a lot of the references.
Oh.
And like history.
Hold on. Yeah, what the hell do you even call this?
No idea.
Production and stretch.
And stretch.
Oh, the move? Oh, I can find it. This is Cliff Green.
I remember seeing it on YouTube as well, from some weird guy.
Cliff Green must have been a fighter, because
It's in card manipulations.
Oh.
is card manipulations?
It's Huckers. I don't have that.
It's public domain. The whole card manipulation series is on library.com.
For free?
For free, yeah, it's public domain.
Shit, that's cool. Is this move public domain yet? The toss change?
Is Arthur Buckley card control in public domain? I think it might be.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Book release 1974. It's probably got another 20 years to go.
I mean, I've recently sold a couple copies of the card.
No, this book is in like 1930 or something, right? No, 50s.
Oh, that one. Yeah, it could be. Probably is.
We're probably right on the border. Because isn't it 70
it's
something years?
1946. I'm not
I
gonna
think any like all the books that Dover prints, all the magic books, I mean, those are all public domain books.
Oh, okay.
I just realized Magician Nightly was released the year Eddie Fector died.
Yeah, it's called Interlock Production. Conjuring Archive. Here I come.
Interlock.
I'll write it down. Interlock Production to hide. Every time I drop
Well, it's not to hide though, right? It's to do.
It's page 159 on my Dover at least.
What did you say? 459?
159 on my copy. Yeah, found it. It's beginning of part 2 floors.
Okay, flourish.
Flourish.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, so you literally just do the same thing.
Oh, you're just
reverse the
rotating
reactions.
it up.
Bring the origin position.
That's pretty simple. So you're just sliding the card out. Let's see.
Yeah, you slide it through your thumbs and then just push it
You
back.
just slide it. You just do this and you just bring the card back.
Yeah, because it's saying to reverse. You just reverse the action to bring the card back.
How do I do that? Let's
I
see.
need to stretch my hands. I need to do hand stretches again.
Did I stretch?
Kind of flashes
Then
at the
I
bottom.
come back. This and then this, right?
Yeah.
So you can't see the thing. I'll do this from the start. This goes down, push, push. I flash it, damn it. So I do this, and then I just go into this. My hand is empty, guys. Yes, and then I'm gonna take this and put it back on.
Exactly like that too, just in
Yes.
case.
Most of the time you do the top change, you're going to be holding onto the deck, though. I think. Right?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
there's
I
not
would
too
be
many
surprised-
options where you're going to be here with the decks like this, and you got because you got to have a double. So the double's most likely coming off of the deck.
Unless you're doing some weird ass double where you can like, is there a double that you can get while it's on the table?
Well, yeah, you just put 2 cards on the table.
I mean, you just
No. But on a table, can you get a double off of a table deck? Is that?
Yeah,
is that-
you can just revolt and then square up and then just.
Yeah, it's the gin pick. You get a double. It's the same double lift that you use.
Yeah.
And Danny does that all the time.
Danny Day Ortiz.
Okay, guys. Like the
Yeah.
only reasonable
Okay,
thing to do
so-
this I'm thinking about is that you pretend to find a card, right? And then you say, wait, it's not a card. I bet. Let me try again. Hold on, this might be hard. I mean, I just need to quote unquote warm up and just like quickly do this and then go in. Wait, what is your card? And then you continue. I guess.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So, like,
Wait, to do that and then add it to the deck?
it's just like toss change and like instantly do this without flashing and then.
Oh yeah, dude, you just do anything but without flashing, and it should be fine.
Yeah. Hey, Christoff, I can help you solve your toss change problem forever.
Oh yeah,
Forever.
Just do it without
Just not
flashing.
flash. Yeah. Oh shit,
There you go.
I didn't think of that actually.
It's some crazy advice, I know, but go for it.
Well, also I can kind of throw a card sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah,
Didn't Malone say something like that?
Yeah, my own
Some
said
guy
that
you
so
like-
the guy with the massive hands can throw it across the entire table.
Yeah. It seems hard not to flash though. Like if you're throwing it out this way.
Yeah, I much prefer doing it straight. You know what? I think I prefer the flipping method more.
I can kind of flick it like that. That's how I can get distance with it. Is by having it sideways and then flicking it out like that with my first finger.
Oh, Christoff, that's a good idea. I saw.
Yeah, I'm playing around with a thing since I like to have my hands on the table apparently. Where
But if I
you
do the
have
one
it
card, it's gonna
and
stay
then
stuck.
you I don't know, you turn it over slowly. That one was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
shit.
No, Christoff, I think you just do it like this. Just snap it on the table. Like this. Normally.
No,
naturally-
I don't want to leave the table. That's why I'm doing that.
Oh.
Are you doing it
Oh, I
completely
guess so,
on the
yeah.
table? That's interesting.
Because like you won't do this in real life, but you might just flip something over like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That,
You could
that's
do
my
this kind of thing, right? When you add it, show it, and then steal it. Steal it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because naturally, with one card, you're just gonna do this. You're just gonna like flop it over without
That's
like
true.
sliding much. The only reason you'd be sliding is that you're grabbing something with your right hand.
Okay.
Shit. No, you can't do cardistry. So let's do this in the context of the trick. Card selected. Lost in the center. I'm gonna try and find your card. Is this your card? No. Damage. Flash.
Man, there were some really good ideas today. Lots of little small things that really add a lot to the move.
I like the idea of tossing that double out. Interesting. It feels weird.
Me too. Tossing 2 cards out instead of 1.
Yeah.
It actually works surprisingly well for me, but I think it's because of how I hold the cards. If I do have a fan, it makes it really easy. But you have to have a fan, otherwise it doesn't really work.
It looks like coin magic if we do that.
Yeah. Having them squared together is really hard to toss out a double, but it's still, you can make it work. You just have to do it a little slower, I think, because you have to get both of the cards to touch the flesh of the first finger.
Wait, Shadow, do you have two cards square in the single card on top, or do you have to double on top and single on the bottom?
Single on top and double on the bottom, if I have it fanned like that. This is a single, this is a double.
You don't have to get your finger to touch both of the cards, though, right?
I'm
Toss out a
not.
double.
I
When
You
I'm
can
doing
just-
it's just one card.
You just pull back with the thumb until
Well, that's
now
how it's split. But
the card is locked here. So of course the 2 cards will fall out.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right, because then once you pull back, it'll just catch.
Yeah, instead of thinking about pushing 2 cards out, just pull that card back in the thumb clip.
when it falls pretty naturally. Like as long as it goes down flat, it usually is okay. If it taps any of the corners, it kind of jogs the card.
You're trying to toss it out as a squared double?
Yeah, into a square
Squared double probably won't work for me, but I could toss it out as an obvious double or even an obvious triple. You could probably use that for like 4 or 5 cards then, huh? Show the card as 1. Oh, there you go. And then it's 3 cards on the table. I think that's the introduction to a really cool routine, is being able to toss out several cards with the toss change. Like, oh, I have 1 card here, but oh, I like 5, and then you can toss out 5 1s or whatever, or like have an 8 and toss out 4 2s, and then break each 2s and each 2 into 2 individual 1s.
You come out with 8 aces.
And then they're like, wait, that's 8 aces. It's like, yep, sorry. Dogs are barking. Is that your neighbors, Bulla?
Yeah.
I hate your neighbors. Is there any other ideas, any other like thoughts that you guys have, or is it just kind of playing around?
I'm having a little bit of an idea.
You're having
Maybe someone who
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of idea as well.
what's your
perhaps
little bit of
someone
an
who
idea,
is
Christoff, and then
better
maybe
than
I'll come to
I.
you.
Well, you just sort of pick it up and turn it. So if you weren't shit, maybe it would look okay.
Okay.
Oh, from a table double or
I mean, you
Yeah.
could, yeah. Like that.
So like
Oh, my video is
you have it
delayed.
on the
That's
table, you pick it up and you flip it and you just take it away.
okay.
So it's almost like you'd have to pick it up, show it, drop it to the table, bring it away. I like it. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write it down. Every
let me see
time
how
I do
let me see how you pick that up.
Oh, I
Me?
just,
Well, whoever was doing it, I guess Christoff.
yeah.
stuff.
I just go for it, dude. Like, put my thumb on it and then,
So that's from a face-up double.
yeah. I put my thumb like right into the position I need. I don't give a shit. Like,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Me too.
So you have 2 cards and you just kind of fucking go for it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm terrible at it, but
I don't know. I'll have to mess with that. Interesting.
Fuck. It's kind of weird to pick it up as well. Right into the position.
I love doing this. Having a
Actually,
black close-up mat means that a lot of the dirt shows really easily.
Yeah.
Not dirt, but like white flakies and shit.
Dandruff.
Actually,
You're a dandruff. Fuck.
guys, can you swap something else for the card? Can I change for an eraser or something? You know, like a bubble.
Yeah. You
Yes.
could do that, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I
I
was.
like it.
I thought about. Thank you, Nick.
No, because I was thinking about I was thinking about torn and restore routines like that. I was thinking about you can have the card ripped inside, and then you just like change it and just I don't know why I thought about that, but
Yeah, you could do that with anything, I think.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Anything. Fucking napkins. I bet I could do it with
So-
fucking Raising Cane's napkins. I could.
It does look really magical, actually. Like, I don't know. I mean, like as far as getting into position, though.
You have your fucking napkin palmed. Like, oh yeah, well there it goes. It turns into a napkin.
Yeah, but like,
Fucking stupid.
it's gonna be hard to like take the heat off your right hand because the first thing they're gonna think is that like
Yeah.
hiding in your right hand.
Well, if you
I mean,
if
like-
you immediately go back for the deck,
Yeah, if you immediately ditch it, they're gonna be looking at the fucking whatever you
so you
throw
take
on the
the
table.
card and you have your deck outstretched and you toss the coin. I mean, that was bad, but like you know, you get the
It
idea.
looks good though.
See here.
Yeah, I guess slapping it would be your best option. You know, you can show that your hand is empty immediately afterwards. Or you could do the hand washing thing. I guess that's the right time to do the hand washing thing.
I don't think it is. Because if you just slap the deck and then you're going, hey, look, my hands are empty, I feel like that's an issue.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do hot dog magic. I'm gonna have a hot dog palmed, and then I'm gonna do the toss change and like throw out a hot dog, and then people will be so surprised and covered in hot dog juice that they won't be able to even think
What
about
the
the hand.
Dude, that just makes me think of that stupid meme with freaking
Yeah. I think that would.
Cosby and the hot dog and he's shaking it.
Hey, okay, so this is a thing you could do.
I can probably.
Ooh, oh, it's stuck to my finger. But that.
What's the deal?
Trying to think about how to bring it back. Like so, going from the card to the coin. That was bad.
Let me get a coin.
2 quick burns. Slow it down.
Ah, I want to go fast.
Like Sonic.
Ah,
Oh my god.
I keep hitting the freaking table.
It's a disaster.
Wait, Shadow, what is that
That's
T-shirt?
It says
magical.
I'm magical. Bulla bought it for me because he loves me.
Oh.
The recording is still going. Nothing's gone wrong yet. I'm knocking on a deck of cards for that one. Knock on wood. The cards are paper, so it works.
Shall talk about
It's
the idea that
easier
I
with
had
the
earlier.
coin than with the card.
What, Nick?
Let's talk about the idea that I have earlier. Yes.
Yeah, what's the idea you had earlier? I thought the
It's-
idea you had was using just a random object.
No.
What's up?
The idea I had, it's nothing much, but have a card selected, right? And then have a card selected face down. What am I doing? Select it. You still don't look at it supposedly, right? You get it to the bottom, whatever method you want to, right?
Yeah.
No. Get it to the top. Actually, get it to the top, right? And then you go, watch. I'm gonna find your card. Yeah. Do whatever card is for you, whatever you want to, right? If I did it just right,
Yeah.
I think your card is on the bottom. Is this your card, right? And it's like, it's not my card, right? What? It's not your card. How? You know what? Let me try this again. And then you do the toss change face up. So that way you can.
Oh, so you cop it and
just
then
add it to the bottom. And then
add it later. Yeah, oh, that's interesting, actually.
Copying it and then adding it to a single card, turning it over and doing the toss change.
Yeah.
It's not a bad sequence. I like that a lot. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
that down too.
Hey, Shadow, how is my new and improved toss change?
Let's find out.
Okay. Hey, look, we have a card. You just need to find the right positions and angles for your hand, because
Yeah, remember how I wrote that in the fucking write-up, dude?
oh, that didn't turn over that time. That's
Okay, the thing where you go back to the like behind your back is a little funny, but it's like,
oh yeah. That's just me hating this clip, but you don't have
that's
to do
okay.
that.
It's okay, Christoff. You can love it.
I'll get there.
Learn to love it. See, that looks good. I love how slow you did it. I was trying to decide. I was trying to decide myself if I could do it that slow and have it look good. And I'm glad to say that you can do it in a way that looks good.
Sometimes.
Hey, you're getting there, Christoff. You're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer.
Oh, I like that better.
Actually, you know what? You could just do this as a double lift, but not as a change in a way, right? You literally start like this, and then do the move face up, and then they just have a single.
Yeah.
But then you can also get the card back to the top. So it's the same as double lift, but they can just see that it's not double the entire time. I guess.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me do that again. So here, if you look at the top card, and if it turns over, that is, it's the 4 of diamonds, and then it's in double lift position.
Huh. I like it. Ooh.
Shadow off topic. Eh?
Off
I like
topic.
that. You can use this for the card to coin and back. I like that. I really like it. Good idea.
Yeah, it is. It's a great idea. I think doing it to different objects is a really interesting premise. And I'm sad I didn't think of it first. Well, I did think of it, but then I forgot to write the note down.
Wait, guys, you don't have to toss it. You can just slam it on the table.
Yeah. But then it's slam change and not the toss change anymore.
Doing it with
It's like an angry
coin.
placement. God damn it! Damn it! It bounced out.
No. It's I saw Burns doing it, but Burns just did this, and it's almost like he just did this, and it changes. It's almost like he just flipped the thing over and it changed.
Yeah.
It's boom, It's not, yeah. No, because you are holding a coin even after a change, so it looks like
I wonder if you could do like a weird ass manipulation routine where you can produce 100 cards by doing that. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, you just this is one card, right?
Boop, boop, boop. Stupid. I hate it.
Shadow.
Nicholas?
You can do it like this. Just this card, right? And then yeah, there's not as a toss, but like as like a transfer.
Well, we actually already talked about this. Yeah. Do it as a placement. Bulla mentioned it a little while ago. Oh, hey, was the 5 of spades your card? No? Take that. Go ahead. It's really unassuming. If anything, I think I'll add this to Chicago Surprise. I think this is a really fun idea. Is that card there at your card? If I can do it standing up, it'll actually look good. See? I love it. It makes me so happy.
And it changes.
Yeah, dude, Nick, it's not that. It's pretty awesome. It's a good idea. Glad you came up with it independently.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, that's the same card. What am I doing?
God, the write-up's gonna be like 8 pages long, and nobody's gonna read it.
I mean, we can just like you can just like filter out the not so useful ideas, I guess.
Yeah.
Every idea is a useful idea.
Well, every idea is useful in some way, even if it's not particularly practical for us. Like I'm writing all of the ideas down not because I like them all, but because.
Are you gonna write a book in the future?
Huh?
Are you gonna write a book and just like put that in?
You know what? The only thing that I feel like I'll someday be qualified to write a book on is the toss change at the moment. I'm sure there will be more things, but I feel like when I'm 20 or something, I'll be able to come out with a toss change book that people will be like, you know what? I read it. It has some great ideas in it, like good thinking, good magic. Like that's something I'd put out, and I wouldn't feel bad putting out.
You just need a really good trailer, and then everyone will buy it.
Yeah, it would be. I put it on
like
Sans
literally
mind.
nothing to do with whatever it, No, you don't show the toss change at all. You literally just show.
No. The trailer is
blowing
literally just this. Your new favorite color change. It's like slow motion, and then like dubstep plays and like boop, 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 boop. And it's like this is the most revolutionary card technique you've ever come up with. No, that's not a reference to Marlowe. This is a reference to Max Schreifels. He makes the best toss change you've ever seen. Color change. Only do it as a color change. There's nothing else in this DVD. If you want a color change, buy it now. And then everybody will be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a color change!" And then they buy it. And they're like, "This sucks." And then they read everything else and they're like, "Wow, everything else is good." And then they're happy they bought it. And then Sansmine pays me $1 million. And I have to put on black eyeshadow for the trailer, or else they'll get mad at me.
It's just like underground. So just put the word underground and slide of hand somewhere.
I think there's enough eyeliner on Ninja for all the rest of time. Thanks,
you need some eyeliner on Burns.
That's something that probably won't ever happen. A good thing I don't have a mustache. It's called a beard. Beard man. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else on this. I really like the card to coin, using the toss change and back.
Yeah, I think I think it's awesome. Card to coin and back. You can do whatever you want. I'll specifically mention card to coin in the write up. I can.
Yeah, because like I was thinking about Torn Visual Transpo. Because David Williamson, at the end of the routine, he takes a card that is folded, that's like already folded and wrinkled, and he tops it with a duplicate, but it's not folded at all. Right. So it looks like he's iron out the wrinkles, right? I'm just thinking about doing it with the card. So
But he doesn't really make a moment of that, though.
What?
He doesn't really make a moment of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this you need focus to do this one.
Oh man, triple deck.
Because I was thinking about how Terry Williamson he does that, right? Like on the card, so like it kind of justifies it. Like, you know, it kind of like fits in. If I don't flash, or if I keep flashing.
You want to see a stupid idea?
No idea, stupid.
Some people think magicians can just reach into the deck and pull out whatever card they like. That's totally not true. See, this card isn't actually real. It's actually a different card. Yeah. It's a different card. See, and then so you show off like, oh, you can just reach in and pull out whatever card you want. And it's like, I actually didn't do that because I pulled out a different card, bitch. And then you punch him in the gut and run away. Christoff's backing at it with video again.
I'm just trying different positions because
Hey,
sometimes I get it really good.
Positions, man.
Hey, you shut up.
You and somebody else. Not. Dude, your toss change is looking good. You should send that to Zero, and he's gonna be super jealous, and he's gonna be like, "God damn it, I need to join the toss change jam."
He doesn't like the toss change. I was talking to him about that recently.
Yeah, he thinks it's ugly. You know what's funny? I showed him my toss change, and I have the difference where my fingers, where is it, are more sideways, instead of the knuckles being like that.
Yeah.
And when I showed this to him, I went like, oh yeah, and he said, oh, Industrial showed me something like that I think is a little better. And he goes, yeah, so see, you have your fingers like this, and then you have it come out like that. And I was like, yeah, that's the toss change. I just changed it. And he's like, oh, yeah, so see, I don't like this move. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Here, look at this shadow. Looks better if I do it in this hand.
Yeah, dude, it looks way better. Yeah,
it's my left hand.
Bulla, are you ambidextrous, or is that just like you trying it?
I'm just trying it.
It actually looks better in your left hand by a significant factor. It sucks that it doesn't make sense for you to do that.
I guess because you can hide the card better because my fingers are closed.
Oh yeah, the time when Bulla punched the wall and ruined his hand.
See, this one is just, I'm always flashing with the pinky. So right here, I can't close it. So I guess I just need to learn how to do it with the left hand.
Yeah.
Well, why would you do it with the left hand though? Does it even make sense, like in terms of movements, to use the left hand to do the move?
Just do everything with the left hand. There you go.
Bulla, change all of your moves change yourself to a left-handed magician, and you'll never have the problem.
I mean, if I want to use the move, maybe I'm just playing two cards, and I want to put this one down and the other one down.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's what if you're doing like a Monty thing? I don't know how you're gonna handle the extra card.
Then you switch it with the other one. What a mess! I like it.
Maybe.
I like it.
I just like that I can hide the card better.
You can hide the card better. You did it a little too early. The peel, but apart from that,
you can hide the entire card.
Huh? Yeah, Bulla can hold. Bulla's hands are big. He can hide the entire card.
I can. My deepest grip, I kind of can, but it still flashes in the corners.
No, I can't even.
I can hide it.
If I have the card on the table, this is how much peeks out. If I have the deepest grip I can do with the toss change.
Same.
I can't even get rid of the card when I'm in that grip, though.
My fingers are so thin, little slender fingers, but I do the move anyway because I love it and I respect it. Like a woman.
I have to do it in the clip.
I can't find a woman, so I use sleight of hand to
Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Wait, no, that sounds super gross. Oh no.
Oh no.
I use sleight of hand magic tricks to replace the lack of companionship.
You use hand tricks to replace.
No. Bulla, there are children in this server, and
children,
this
no,
video is
children.
going to be available to them. Just so you know.
Oh no. Why? Delete this.
Yeah, why?
I'm just gonna delete this channel. It's just gonna be gone.
Wait, you're making the video public too? No, right?
I'm gonna make it private to the private channel.
The video?
Do you not want me to? I cannot.
Who's? I mean, the video's like an hour and 45 minutes. It'd be like over 2 hours.
Yeah, I
This
don't think anyone's
conversation
actually
would
gonna
be
say
in
it.
there too.
Who is going to? Who is going to?
Hey,
I don't
if
think
you're
anyone's
watching
gonna
this
sit through and
video,
watch this.
if you're watching this video and you're not here, fuck you. Okay.
You know what? I probably won't release the video.
Yeah.
I'll just do a write up anyway.
I think the write up is fine. But
I think the last time that I did only the write up was really good. I'll send this video to all of you individually though, if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take a look at it.
And I'll send the video to Tom and Industrial because they signed up as well. I'll be
'Cause it-
referring back to this video a few times. So
Because if you make a habit of just like doing the write up and then recording this and releasing it, it's like there's no real incentive to show up. You just, do it later.
Yeah.
Watch it later. No second dealing. No
It's
bottom
no
dealing.
second dealing. It's illegal. It's illegal.
And stop moving your first finger when you bottom deal.
I hope my laptop can hold this large of a video.
Should you spent like over $1,000 on it?
I did spend over $1,000 on it. It has a lot of hard drive space, like 500 gigs, so it should be fine. My and God, this thing is made for recording. It
Oh
has
no,
like
who left?
6 CPU cores.
Wait, did someone leave?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
No, I don't think so.
Are you doing snap dealing? You fucking loser.
Yeah, I
Snap
can't do
dealing
it
is for
this way
losers.
because the camera's over here. I can't like twist.
Why do you need a twist? Just it literally
No,
just.
Select this
Snap
is
deal.
here, and I need to do it this way, right? And
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
That's how Leonard Green's really big on that. He likes getting the
He
exact.
does the
angle.
twist.
I hate the twist. What is there a song with that?
Yeah, so that goes like do the twist or something.
Yeah, they say like do the twist. I don't know. Some bullshit like that or some fucking.
I
You
only
don't
know
know
the
that
part where they say and do the twist. That's the only part I.
Ooh.
oh shit! I just bent my car. Damn it!
We're gonna go run to the post office and get these packages out. I'm gonna jump off.
Sending out packages?
Right.
Who even are you?
I'm that one guy. What's his name?
Bulla,
You know
you're
one guy?
admin. Can we ban him?
Ban me. Do it now.
Like, yeah, I didn't get my
Oh.
package fast enough.
Burns, I have a shopping cart ready.
You know who hasn't got their package yet though? Is what's his face? Verdinsky, dude. His package has been sitting in customs for almost a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now.
Fucking
Freaking ridiculous. It's been there since the 26th of July.
Damn.
Oh, you think that's long?
Dude, I heard it can
Ooh.
take up to 2 months.
You
In
think that's
customs.
long? It took
well-
3 months for Penguin to ship me the Monica.
Okay, well that's just ridiculous because you're in
Okay,
Canada and there's no
How about
customs craziness.
I won a contest in February? I'll stop. Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And,
and
you're still
then,
waiting for the prize or something?
Yeah, that's where I was alluding to. I haven't gotten anything, so who knows where it is?
You've gotten pride and accomplishment.
You know what? That's
Oh.
true. I did get pride and accomplishment.
Wait, you haven't gotten anything? What were you
Did you
supposed
at
to
least
get?
get your tracking
I
number?
was supposed to get like $50 of magic stuff. I don't know. Did he give me a tracking number? I don't believe so.
Wait,
That sounds like
I
something Tom would do. Like,
remember
so if
that.
he didn't, huh?
remember that. Pretty sure Tom. I remember that order taking like a long time.
Well, it's still taking a long time. Yeah, no, there's no tracking number.
Huh.
Weird.
Well,
When I
that he
shipped to
didn't
South
give it.
Africa, I got a tracking number.
I'll go check on that.
If I ship to California, I get a tracking number. It doesn't matter where I ship to.
Oh, I'm not saying
When I
the
shipped,
tracking number
when I
doesn't
shipped
exist. I
to
just haven't
Bulla,
done
I got
one.
a tracking number. That's a 45-minute flight, so it's 10 minutes more.
Hmm.
But yeah, I need to go send these packages out and respond to a couple customers.
All right,
I
Burns.
will
Alright.
talk to you all later. Good
Um,
jam.
Yeah, I think this is quieting down. I might end it here.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
fellas.
Phoenix haven't
Peace.
arrived yet.
Yeah, see you, Burns. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, but Phoenix haven't arrived yet. Oh, Bulla's on big display now.
Oh, what did you say, Nick?
Andrew Phoenix, he might be coming.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, he's gonna be sad. I'll send him the video too. He should be coming in like 10 minutes. No, not even. Wait, yeah, it's been 2 hours. In an hour and a half, I have to go present a final project to my professor. So,
Wait, what course are you taking?
it's called Air, Weather, and Climate.
off topic.
Let me stop. I'm gonna stop the video.